The visits to the prisons, yeah, it's quite necessary that that sort of thing continues, I think. Because all they like to have too is, like I said, someone that they could talk to, and also show that they're not forgotten. My name is Bill Allen, as known under the Aboriginal Legal Service, and I started work with the Aboriginal Legal Service in 1984, and I worked under the Cowra office, but I lived in Bathurst, and I travelled to Cowra, which is about 65 kilometres away, to do my day's work, or I'd go to whichever court was necessary for that day's work. And we had a big area, very big area, like from, if you look it up on a map, between Katoomba, Bathurst, Orange, Peak Hill, Condobolin, West Wyalong, Cowra, and down into Canberra. So it was a massive area for just the two of us to do, and a lot of travelling. I went to the bench and said I wanted to get an adjournment for all our matters until at least to the next sitting. "Oh, you're all right, Bill. What about you doing it, eh?" Instead of getting them all adjourned over, the magistrate said to me, eh? And I said, but I started stuttering to him. I said, but, your worship, I'm only a field officer. I'm not a qualified solicitor. "Oh, look, you've been around the course long enough now, Bill." He said, "We know how you operate, so you'll be right." "All right then, your worship, just give me time to brief my clients." I settled down and started talking the legal jargon, just to brief my clients. So we went through, done the 5 of them, and 7 of them, and I got 5 of them off, and 2 of them got, what do they call them? Not a journalist,
Bond?
Bond. 2 of them got a bond, and the other 5 I got off, so done all right. Parks was another one. I had to do the same thing in Parks. They didn't want it adjourned over to another date, so they wanted me to do the matter for them. So I learned a lot from, because I had mainly 3 good teachers. That was, number 1 was Raina, which is a very good solicitor, she is, and Bruce Miles and Charlie Kildoff. They had time to sit down and explain things to you after, not just do the matter, have lunch and go back on the plane. They spend time with you. And, well, when I first started, Cowra was the branch office. The head office was Sydney in Redfern. Yeah. And the office I first started was in the Cowra one. And the office manager there was Agnes Cole. And she was a lovely person to work under. Agnes, I had a lot of respect and time for her, and which is vice versa too, I think, with myself. The staff we had in the Cowra office was second to none. It was like that in all the other offices, like we had Moree, Wagga, Grafton, where's the other? Albury. All those, we had our Aboriginal Legal Services in all the places, to be able to sit down and talk with people, as some of us older people did, like myself and old Billy Craigie and the others, you know, Hewitt Wyman and them. We was able to sit down and talk with the other legal people and that, and the young ones, some of the young ones today, they're frightened to sit down and talk. And even though we didn't get much of an education ourselves, like myself, I didn't make it past first year high school because of racism, but they stopped me from going high. But I tell you what, if they'd let me go on, I wouldn't have held back on anything. The visits to the prisons, yeah, it's quite necessary that sort of thing continues, I think, with a lot of the prisoners in future, not just now, but in a longer future period of time. Because all they like to have too is, like I said, someone that they could talk to, and also show that they're not forgotten. And when I managed the Canberra office there, I got to meet a lot of people from all over the world. And they'd just come in and have a chat with us, because I'd meet them outside and I'd say, oh, if you get a free time, come into the office and have a cuppa with us. And they'd come in and we'd talk about the legal matters. They'd ask about how the racism and things like that were over there. They were very disgusted with the Australian government. And one of the main ones that I remember well was one fellow from the American Embassy. He used to always come in, have a chat. We became good friends, we did, and he'd come in nearly every second day and have a cuppa if he was in Grima Place. And in the end he invited me over to the American Embassy. Not many people ever gets into anywhere within 20 feet of the gates of the American Embassy, let alone get inside. He invited me over and I rocked up one day there, walked up to the guards, because they're all standing there with the big guns at the shoulders, and yeah, I said, what do you want? I said, my name's Bill Allen. I said, I come to see Tony. I'd say, I think his name now, Tony. So he's playing English. Rob, sorry, that's his name, isn't it? I said, I come in to see Rob. Oh yes, Mr. Allen, come on in. He said, we're expecting you. That was all because of working with the Aboriginal Legal Service. And night time, well, after work, used to go and spend another 5 hours with them, sitting around the campfire at the Tent Embassy. So, and chatting with them all there, and having a bit of a sing-song at night. And then around about 2 o'clock in the morning or 1 o'clock in the morning, I'd go home to bed. So that went on quite often. They were good times. And a lot of field officers I find went and spent a lot of time also at the Tent Embassy. They came down there. And the Aboriginal Legal Service got involved in a lot of that sort of thing, in supporting other areas throughout the world, like the Canadian Indians. They supported them on their protest that they were protesting over there in Canada for better rights. So the Aboriginal Legal Service went straight to their aid out here, and I was one of them. Parole Jupp, Davis, got a few of them. We all went there on the lawns of the Canadian Embassy, and we camped for a couple of weeks. Well, I'd do my work through the day. Night time I'd go back and at the camp and onto the lawns and stay there. And sometimes I camped till quite a few nights, but a couple of nights I went home. And but it'd be early hours of the morning when I leave the Canadian Embassy's lawn to go home. So the Aboriginal Legal Service, they got stuck in and mixed in, and to try and make things right for all, not just the Aboriginal people as well. So they looked at other people over the seas and other Indigenous people.